I tap. Summer can be over now. Let's go to Halloween season. Before we even get into the park, let's just go ahead and start the vlog off with a bang and talk Scary Farm. Well, we kind of had inklings and feelings that it was going to happen, and it's been confirmed by the writing on the wall, literally. The Legacy store is coming back for another season, much to our celebration. This is very good news. I really like the new art. It's very purpley.
Very purpley.
Which is awesome. As far as the two new mazes that are being done over where the Depths and Dark Entities were, still no idea. Where Dark Entities was, that's still just basically a wooden structure next to the warehouse. If you remember the way Dark Entities was, the entrance was the warehouse itself and the exit was on the other side. So I'm not sure if that's an extension and they're actually gonna make that maze bigger, or if it's just the same size and they just put a new structure up. And then what we're getting over where the Depths was, we'll probably find that out on Sunday. But what do I know? I'm just a guy visiting a farm. Enough of all that. Let's get inside the park and see what the heck is actually going on in here tonight. But also, before we do go inside the farm, I do want to make mention that at Midsummer Scream, the Scary Farm team did announce that if you did get a lantern from Scary Farm last year, you may want to bring it to Midsummer Scream with you this weekend, because they might have a special treat in store for all y'all. Once again, getting in when you come later than opening proves simple. Just get here in the afternoon or early evening and you will be fine. It's a walk-in basically. Very nice. Let's go check out Camp Snoopy. Right away after walking right in here, I spot some changes.
Let's investigate.
Look at that. Ask and you shall receive. We got a door here on the wall and a door right over there on the wall. So it looks like they do have an escape plan for the 50 chilling chambers after all, which is good because that was starting to worry me. I didn't want to go into that maze and then end up getting lost halfway through.
You should have kept on going down that way. Should have gone straight to that castle.
Also, take a look at this. They're starting to actually build a stage here. So we will be having entertainment after all. This was kind of unannounced, so we really don't have a timeline for it. And we aren't sure if they're actually going to put a campfire around it like they originally planned. It would be nice to have a campfire there and not just a regular stage. It's very small. It's much smaller than the one they originally had. But something's better than nothing, you know? And it looks like a temporary stage. It looks like it's just kind of built on top of this turf. So long-term plans, who knows? But something's better than nothing at this point, right? Also, real quick, just thought I'd pop over and see what was going on where the old meet and greet was, where they were supposed to put airmail. No work has been done. This still looks like it's just a storage for ladders and beams right now. So who knows what's gonna happen here? Probably nothing this year, maybe something in the next calendar year. So fingers crossed for 2025, something to be next to the Red Baron and the Flying Ace. I will say this, something that I noticed about Camp Snoopy over the last couple of weeks is the synergy is a little bit different here since they reopened the cave and the barrel bridge and allowed that little walkway back there by the restrooms. It seems like it's a little bit more alive. Maybe that's just the waterfalls talking, but the place seems like it's kind of starting to revive itself. It doesn't feel as deadpan as it was when it was full of large brown walls. That didn't take long. Anyway, let's go see what's happening behind me here. So construction for the future meet and greet area still rolls on. It looks like there's a little booth to the side there, and then just this little camp fort wooden structure here. This shouldn't take that much longer. It looks like they're pretty much almost done with it now, but we'll see what happens. I said the same thing about the Happy Swing like 2 months ago. Speaking of Camp Swing, the concrete's poured. It looks like they're working on the little loading dock now, or whatever that is. Maybe that's the little ops booth back there in the back, but almost done. I mean, I say that every single week and then I get proven wrong, but really, how much more work do they have to do with this? It should only be a matter of time, days maybe, before they start actually testing this ride, hopefully.
Don't give me hope.
All right, y'all, that's enough Camp Snoopy talk. Let's move on to Fiesta Village. By the way, I swear these segments are not recycled.
I do this new every week.
With Montezuma, there really hasn't been any changes since they built that giant tower over on that spike over there. And if there were changes, we wouldn't know, because the whole thing is covered in tarp. Go Team Knots, go. I think what I'm actually most curious about is which company they got to continue rebuilding this ride. Did they figure out negotiations with the company that they had before, which I believe was Comeback? But who's the company that's actually developing this ride? And when it does come back next year, how excited are we going to be to see this thing Montezooming around? Fiesta Village seems to be doing all right if your name isn't La Revolucion. Poor ride just couldn't stand the heat. Didn't make it. The ops are still here though, so maybe it comes back tonight for some night rides. We're having a screaming competition on the Dragon Swing right now. This dude's wheeling around gold on summer nights at KNOTT S BERRY FARM right now. Lately, poor Jaguar just being it's being glorified set design. It's been closed for a while. Probably gonna be closed for a while longer too. Also, real quick, if I can offer just a little piece of advice. When the sun starts going down, there's actually a nice little breeze that kind of hits right here, especially when Silver Bullet goes by. This is a nice spot to kind of rest your rear end for a little while and kind of kick back and just cool off for a second before you hit your sucking around through knots.
One more round.
As usual, seems like a nice night to ride Silver Bullet if you're into that sort of thing. A little something of note, it doesn't seem like they've really stopped building around here, even though they opened this train up for people to ride. However, that's not the real story of this area. The real story is right here, where this wall just came back up so they can put the little Forsaken Lake, little interaction area here with the lantern. So close now, so close. I'm not gonna lie, I half expected to come over here and see the netting already up over here for the fog in Fog Alley. I think I've set my hopes a little too high, a little too early.
Settle down, Josh.
So Origins looks like it's pretty much already done, right? They've got that whole back wall there for the Sarah Marshall scene, and I guess all that's left is just to do everything else on the inside. That's the easy part. Thank you, Pony Express. All right, it's hot out here. I think it's time for a plunge down the Calico River. Oh, I feel like any time that a water ride is down in the middle of summer should be punishable by hanging.
We will have justice!
We're running the Goose today? That's bold. Pony Express seems to be doing all right too. Running 2 trains, everything's doing good. About a 30-minute wait. Can't ask for anything more than that. You know, I remember a time when this place was really roaring, maybe in the 20s, somewhere around there. Anyway, I remember that.
Do you even listen to yourself when you talk? I drift in and out.
Also, on days like this, I feel like it really would have been helpful if KNOTT would have just kept running the Camp Snoopy shorts in the Walter Knott Theater, just so that we have somewhere to cool off, because I could really use indoor air conditioning right about now. Okay, I found the air conditioning. It was in the arcade this whole time. Also, guys, real quick, just reminding you that only a couple short months, we get to see some awesome, awesome art. And I got some deets on some juicy pieces this year. I'm excited. Oh, look in the M&T. It's looking nice. We get a first-hand look at the paint scheme, at the color scheme on the outside. Going for that boardwalk theme. So it's pretty much almost done on the outside. Looks like we're gonna have either some lights or a sign up there. But they are working super fast on this now. The big question that everybody's been asking is, are they gonna finish this first or the camp swing? Oh, looks like we lucked out tonight. We're graced by the presence of the Royal We. These dudes are awesome. Can I just say real quick before I leave, those dudes rip, man, and they deserve to be playing every Saturday in front of the biggest crowds that this park sees every week until Merry Farm. Real fast, let's check on the boardwalk, make sure everything is copacetic back here. Seems fine, seems normal. I'm digging it. Hang time's 45 minutes. That's about normal for a summer night, right? And because KNOTT is down to just one water ride, everybody that's looking to get cooled off is all in line for the log ride. This is about normal anyway. I'd say maybe a 45-minute wait or so. Not bad for a Thursday, but still, it's a long line nonetheless, but that's to be expected. It's summertime. It's a bazillion degrees outside. Where'd all the ghosts go?
Where'd all the files go?
Well, I found where the line went. It's all over here at Ghost Rider. What are we looking at, about an hour and a half, 2 hours? No thanks. Maybe I will get a fast pass. Okay, never mind. Oh man, Miss Murphy's kitchen. The windows are open now, and everything looks like it's almost ready for a buffet. So I'm at a bit of a crossroads right now because I'm really ready for summer to be over, but I'm not really ready for summer nights to be over, if that makes any sense. I want Halloween, but then the Royal Week comes back and shows me that summer nights is actually a lot of fun, even without that DJ spinning on top of the roof of the board shop. Either way, KNOTT is starting to make that slow transition a little bit more noticeable now into the Halloween season, and Who knows, after this Sunday, everything could be different. For now, I'm gonna head home and take care of this baby. The rest of you, wait around with bated breath, or I'll see you at Midsummer Scream. Either way, I'm gonna catch y'all on that flippity flop.